Ah, Hi, ah, good evening class. So kung naboboring na kayo sa accounting equation, punta na tayo sa journalizing. And nandito na tayo sa exciting part. So kung gusto nyo mag-advance reading, advanced lesson, pwede nyo itong panoorin. Also, magiging reviewer nyo rin to para sa midterm exam. So I hope manood kayo and maintindihan kasi para din po ito sa inyo. So, ang lesson natin today, it's all about journalizing. Yun lang po. And, simulan na natin. Tagal mo gano'n. Okay. Okay. Let's start our lesson first by knowing what is journal. Okay? Ano bang, pag sinabi ba nating journal, ano bang ibig sabihin niya? So, when we say journal, it is a historical record of business or transaction or events. So, it is a historical record business transaction or events. Okay? Kumbaga, journal is a primary book for recording the day-to-day transaction in chronological order. Okay? So, this is called also the book of the first entry. Okay? So, tandaan nyo po, pag sinabing journal, it is called the book of original entry or the first entry. Book of first entry or the original entry. Okay? So, lahat ng transaction, dyan po magsisimula. First entry, and dito rin po yung original entry. Okay? Next is, what do we mean by journal entry? Ano naman daw yung journal entry? Journal entry. Sir, ano naman po yan? So, journal entry means recording the business transaction in the journal. Okay? Ganun lang po kasimple. Means recording the business transaction in the journal. Okay? So, the transaction is actually analyzed and determine which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Okay? So, next tayo. So, ganito po yung pro forma of journal. So, ganito po yung itsura ng pro forma journal. Okay? So, we have date, particular, LF, debit, and credit. So, kung makikita nyo, ito po yung amount. So, gagamit tayo ng ruler. May ruler ba tayo dito? Try nga natin ito. Pwede na ito. Back natin. Sorry. So, pasensya na ako, hindi pantay. So, ayusin na lang natin. Okay? So, pag date, ganito. Particulars dito. LF, ledger folio. Okay? Debit. and credit. So, ganito po yung itsura ng journal book. So, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng bawat data? So, yung date is the date of transaction in which it takes place. Okay? Ito po yung date of transaction in which it takes place. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nating particulars, it is the name of the accounts to be debited or written first and the names of account to be credited. So, dito po nangyayari yung nilalagay natin na debit or credit. And lastly, our narration is entered. So, kumbaga, may short explanation tayo sa debit and credit na nilagay po natin. Okay? Pag sinabi naman po nating LF, it is about the page number or the account number para makita sa ledger. Okay? Parang guide siya na number para makita sa ledger. So, anyway, ang i-focus lang po muna natin is yung paano mag-debit and credit. Okay? Now, alam nyo naman to, pag sinabi nating debit is account is written along with the nature of currency. So, pag sinabi nating debit, it is on the left side. Okay? Paglagay naman, ito naman yung amount na nauna nating sinulat. Pag credit naman is the opposite. Ito naman yung second nating sinusulat after debiting account. Okay? So, credit naman is matatagpuan on the right side. Okay? So, tandaan natin sa accounting equation, dapat yung debit and credit should always be balanced. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin journalizing, okay, pag sinabi po natin journalizing, it is the process of recording journal entries in the journal. So, tandaan nyo lang, ito po ay isang proseso or process of recording journal entries in the journal. Okay? So, it is a systematic act of entering transaction in a day book in order of their occurrence date-wise or event-wise. Okay? Kumbaga, pinahaba lang natin, journalizing. Kumbaga, isa na nga po itong proseso or process of recording journal entries. Okay? Tandaan lang po natin yan. So, pag dinebit natin, ito is denoted by DR or parang doctor. Anyway, it is DR and crediting of an account by TO. Okay? So, pag crediting naman is by CR naman, diba? CR and DR. Okay? So, wag na nating patagalin. Doon na po tayo sa paano mag-journal entry. So, meron tayo ditong mga example. Number 1 example is una daw, noong July 1, let's say, anong date na ngayon? So, let's say September, right? September 17. Okay, noong September 17 daw, ito yung problem natin, okay? Problem natin to. Problem, okay? Noong September 17 daw, okay, let's say September 1 na lang para mas maganda. And magsimula tayo sa una, okay? Let's say September 1. Noong September 1, si Mr. Si Mr. Lebron, okay? Mr. Lebron started a business with cash, okay? Started a business with cash. Okay? Si Lebron daw nagsimula ng business with cash. So, ibig sabihin lang po nun, nag-invest po siya sa kanyang business. So, parang namuhunan muna siya ng pera. Kailangan niya ng capital. Okay? Ang capital na kailangan niya is 2 million pesos. Okay? 2 million pesos. So, sa journal entry, paano natin siya i-debit and credit? So, doon po sa nakalagay nating table, yung performa, we have date, particulars, LF, debit, and credit. Lalagyan natin yung LF next time, okay? Sa ngayon, focus lang po muna tayo sa paano mag-debit and credit. Okay? So, ano yung date natin? Kung makikita nyo, yung date natin is September 1, right? September 1, 2024 to, okay? September 1, 2024. So, ilalagay natin dito kung ano yung date, okay? So, yung date is, sa taas, una nating ilalagay is 2024. Okay? Next is, lalagay na po natin yung date na September 1. Okay? Kompleto po lagi. Huwag po tayong acronym. Okay? September 1, yung date. Now, paano natin to i-debit or i-credit? Sabi daw dito, nag-start ang business with cash na 2 million. Okay? So, kung may nag-start siya ng business, kailangan niya ng pera. So, may na-receive tayong pera, o mayroon tayong pera, mag-start tayo ng pera na cash na 2 million. Okay? Debit, cash na 2 million pesos. And credit, capital, ano pangalan niya? Lebron's capital na 2 million pesos. Okay? 2 million pesos. Okay? Kung titingnan niya to sa accounting equation, ganito po yung mangyayari. Tingnan niyo po accounting equation equal to liabilities plus capital. Yung asset natin is cash, diba? Which is 2 million pesos. Okay? 2, ano ba yan? 2 million pesos. Wala naman tayong liabilities, diba? So, 0. Yung capital natin is 2 million pesos. Okay? 2 million pesos. Diba balance pag in-add natin? Okay? Balance din to. Okay? So, doon na po tayo sa paglagay ng journal entry sa proper proforma ng journal entry. So, we have number 1, cash and Lebron's capital. So, ilalagay natin siya dito. Cash and Lebron's capital. So, lalagay tayo ng short explanation na started a business. Okay? Started a business. So, ilan yung cash natin? It's 2 million. Okay? 2 million. Okay? 2 million. And ang credit natin is 2 million. Okay? Then, lagay tayo ng space. Space po dito. Space po yan. Okay? Space. Okay? Space po yan. Huwag niyong suslatin ng space, but it's actually space. Okay? Space po yan. Erase natin. Okay? Space. Okay. Next problem. What if naman daw if nagpili tayo ng goods in cash. Si Lebron daw ay nagbili ng goods purchase in cash. Okay? Lagay natin yung problem. So, ito yung unang problem. Next problem is Lebron purchase goods on cash. Okay? Bumili daw si Lebron ng goods gamit ang cash. Okay? Worth, magkano yung goods is 20,000 pesos. Okay, paano ba natin siya i-record? Ganito po ang pag-record niyan. Okay? Since bumili ka ng goods, may na-receive kang goods. Okay, so we have purchases. Pag goods, it categorizes as purchases account. Okay? Purchases. Okay? Purchases. Okay? Purchases. Then, may anong ginamit nating account is cash. May nilabas naman tayong cash. Okay? Ang nilabas natin is cash. Okay? Nabawasan ang ating cash na 20,000 pesos. Again, kung titingnan nyo po ito sa asset equal to liability plus owner's equity, balance po ito. Okay? Since may purchase tayo, that is asset, meron tayong 20,000 and cash is nabawas kasi kinredit. Okay? Minus 20,000. Okay, sisingit ko lang po kung paano po yung technique. Okay? Sinabi ko na rin to sa inyo last time kung ano ba yung normal increase and normal decrease ng isang account. So, ganito po siya, ang shortcut, asset, liabilities, and capital. Lahat ng asset nag-increase sa debit, liabilities naman is sa credit, nag-increase, and yung capital. Okay? Kana lang po yung shortcut. Anyway, dito muna tayo. Okay? So, purchases, 20,000. Credit, 20,000. So, i-record na natin siya sa proforma journal entry natin or sa journal book. Okay? So, ito naman is nangyari noong September 2, 2024. Okay? Since naglagay na tayo ng date, pwede na rin natin hiwag na lagyan ng September. Pero para mas formal, lagay na lang natin. Okay? Para sure. Since meron na tayong date sa taas, meron na tayong September, lalagay lang natin is September 2. Okay? September 2. Okay, sorry. This is actually sa baba. Sa baba po ito. Okay? Sa baba po kasi nag-space tayo. Then this is September 2. And we have purchases na. And what do we use? Then, purchases and cash na 20,000. Okay? Cash 20,000. Okay po. 20,000 pesos. So, ilalagay tayo ng short explanation na purchase goods. Okay? Short explanation lang po to. Okay? Laging tandaan, may indent. May indent. Okay? Indent po yan. What if in the next problem, we have nung September 3 naman, let's say September 3 nagbili tayo ng equipment pero utang. Okay? September 3, Lebron buy equipment on account. Okay? Pag sinabi po natin on account, on credit naman, on credit, nag-utang po tayo. Okay? Pag nag-utang tayo, that is accounts payable. Since bumili tayo ng equipment, lagi nating i-debit muna kasi bumili tayo. Okay? May equipment tayo. So, equipment, debit. And credit, accounts payable. Okay? Accounts payable na how much? That is, let's say yung equipment is worth 50,000 pesos. So, So, ilagay natin dito, 50,000 pesos. Okay. Kung titingnan nyo po yan sa sa accounting equation, kung titingnan nyo po yan sa accounting equation, fees plus capital, balance po ito. Since 50,000 is an asset, ang liabilities is 50,000 kasi accounts payable, di ba? Plus 0, wala naman tayong capital. So, 50,000 is equal to 50,000. So, balance po. Okay, ilalagay naman natin siya sa journal entry. Okay? So, ilalagay natin siya sa baba na September 3, which is space po ito. Okay, space. September 3, equipment and accounts payable. Okay, ano yung ilalagay natin sa baba? Explanation lang po ulit. Explanation na both equipment. Okay, both equipment. Now, magkano yon? 50,000, right? 50,000. Okay, 50,000 yung bilhin natin. Okay, 50,000. Ganyan po ang pag-record. Okay, what if ganito naman yung nangyari? Okay, erase lang po natin to. Erase natin to para continuation lang. Okay, continuation lang natin. Gawa po ulit tayo ng table. We have date, particular, LF, debit, and credit. Okay, date, particulars, LF, debit, and credit. Okay, what if naman nung September 4, yung goods na pinurchase natin is pinabakal natin na worth 15,000 pesos. Paano po ang pag-record nun? Okay, pag nagpabakal po tayo ng goods, we will record. Okay, let's say for example again, si Lebron, noong September 7 na, kaya let's say 7 na, 7, 2024, si Lebron daw nagpabakal, pinabakal niya yung goods na pinurchase na worth, magkano? Let's say 25,000 pesos. Okay, 25,000 pesos ang pinabakal niyang goods. Okay, sa merchandising, pag-record nito, we will actually use cost of goods sold, mga ganon, cost of goods sold, mag-inventory tayo. Pero ngayon, more on basic lang muna tayo para mas madali muna ninyong maintindihan. Okay? Nagpabakal daw si Lebron ng worth 25,000 pesos na goods. Okay? Sold. Okay? Goods sold worth 25,000 pesos. Meaning, goods sold in cash. Okay? Meaning, may na-receive tayong pera dahil nagpabakal kita. Okay? So, may na-receive tayong pera na cash na worth 25,000 pesos. And yung credit natin is sales revenue. Okay? Sales revenue na worth 25,000 pesos. Okay? Okay po. Okay. Same din po ito sa accounting equation. Kung gusto nyo pa, i-double check. Okay? Kung gusto nyo pa, cash, di ba, is an asset na worth 25,000. Ang liabilities natin, wala naman. Capital, wala naman. Pero meron tayong revenue, di ba? Di ba yung revenue, ina-add sa expanded accounting equation? Remember, expanded accounting equation is asset plus liabilities plus capital plus revenue minus expenses. Okay? Now, again, 25,000 yung cash natin. May sales revenue tayo. Meron. So, 25,000 which is balance. Okay? Chinek lang po natin. Okay? I-record na natin siya sa journal book. So, 25,000 daw yung ginawa natin. Okay? Continuation po ito. Okay? September 7. Okay? This is 2024. September 7, meron tayong nagpabakal tayo ng goods na worth. Ano ba yan? 25,000. Okay? 25,000 na goods. So, meron tayong na-receive na pera. Cash na 25,000. Then, sales revenue. Then, short description po lagi para palatandaan natin. Okay? For goods sold. Okay? 25,000 credit balance po. Okay? 25,000. Now, next problem is what if naman nagbakal naman tayo ng goods pero on credit. Or let's say ano na lang, ganito na lang. So September 10, 2024, may nagpabakal daw ng goods. Nagpabakal daw ng goods si Lebron na worth 25,000 pesos ulit. Lebron sold 25,000 worth of goods. Okay? In credit. Okay? Ngayon naman, since tayo ang nagpabakal, nag-utang sa atod yung tao. Okay? Kung ito tayo, may pinabakal daw tayong goods. Tapos ito, siya, babakalon daw ni lalaki, ng babae yung goods. Pero walang pera si babae, is mag-uutang na lang daw siya. So, pag-record yan, may ma-receive siyang pera na accounts receivable. Okay? Accounts receivable worth magkano? Let's say 25,000 pesos. And may sales revenue tayo. Accrual method po ang ginagamit natin. Okay? Revenue recognition. Accrual method, sales revenue. Accrual method, meaning, pag sinabi nating accrual method, even wala tayong na-receive na pero, mag-record tayo ng sales revenue. Okay? Okay, ulit. Alisan lang natin. Alisin natin. Okay? So, sales revenue, 25,000. So, balance po ito. Okay? Huwag na natin check. Okay? So, isusulat natin siya sa journal entry natin. Sa journal book na September. Ano ba yung date natin na nilagay? September 10 ba yan? Okay, September 10. Tama. Okay, September 10. September 10, we have anong ginawa? Okay, nagpa-utang accounts receivable. Then, sales revenue, goods sold, in credit. Okay? Now, we will record the price 25,000, 25,000. Okay? Ayan po. Okay? Okay? Next is, what if wages paid. Wage paid. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng wage paid? Okay? What if si Lebron, may mga tauhan, nagpasahod siya. Kung si Lebron, paid salaries to his employees. Yun naman, nagpasahod daw si Lebron sa kanyang employees na worth 30,000 pesos. Kung nagpasahod si Lebron, may nilabas siyang pera. Okay? Kung may nilabas siyang pera, mababawasan ang kanyang pera. So, may expense siya sa pagpasahod. So, ang tawag po sa expense na yon is salaries expense na worth 30,000 pesos. Then, cash na 30,000 pesos. Okay? So, balance ulit. Okay? So, ilalagay natin siya doon ulit sa journal book natin. Na September. Anong date natin yan? Nilagay? September. Let's say September 20 to. Okay? September 20. 2004. September 20. Okay? September 20. So, nag-expense tayo na salaries expense. Then, cash. Okay? Cash na worth. Ilan ba yun? 30,000 yun. Ano? 30,000. So, wage, expense, or salary. Okay? Ano lang po ito? Okay? Short description. Okay? So, malaga yung debit, credit. Okay? This is debit, credit, debit, credit, debit, credit, debit, credit, debit, credit, debit, credit. Okay? What if yung last transaction natin ganito yung nangyari? Okay? What if ganito yung nangyari sa last transaction? Si Lebron nag-withdraw. Nag-withdraw cash worth 50,000 sa kanyang business. Di ba pa nag-withdraw, may kinukuha tayong pera? Okay? Pag may kinukuha tayong pera, nababawasan yung pera natin sa bangko, yung capital natin. Okay? Kung may nabawasan ng ating pera, automatic credit yung cash, di ba? Ano yung i-debit natin? That is an expense. Kumbaga parang ang nature niya expense, but it's actually what we call it as withdrawal. Okay? Withdrawal or Lebron's withdrawal. Okay, this is September 30. Lebron's withdrawal na worth 50,000 pesos. Then cash 50,000 pesos. Okay? So, ganyan po yung nangyari. So, ang gagawin po natin is i-record natin to sa journal book. But before that, i-check natin kung bakit Lebron's withdrawal. Ito po kasi, di ba, sa accounting equation, we have asset called liabilities plus capital plus revenue minus expense. Actually, may minus pa tayong withdrawal. This is deduction sa capital. Okay? So, ganito po yung nangyayari. Capital minus withdrawal minus expense plus revenue. Ganyan po yung ending capital. Okay? Ganyan po yung nangyayari sa capital natin. May binabawas tayong withdrawal, may binabawas tayong expense, and may ina-add tayong revenue. Okay? So, anyway, pahapyaw lang po yan. And para mas madali nyo maintindihan. Now, i-record natin to sa journal book. Okay? We have 50,000 withdrawal, di ba? So, this is September 30. We have withdrawals, Lebron's withdrawal, and cash worth 50,000 pesos. tandaan, pa nag-end na yung month, September 30 or 31, tapos na po yung journal book natin. So, isasara na natin yan kasi periodicity concept, hinahati natin yung transaction, yung period by months. Okay? So, dito lang po muna tayo. Sana naintindihan nyo po. And kung may tanong, wag pong mahiya mag-message sa akin. Tutulungan ko po kayo. Anyway, good luck sa prelims nyo. This is for midterm sa mga gusto lang mag-advance reading. Okay? Bye-bye!